Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Hello, and welcome back to IELTS Vocab Trainer. Today's lesson will be on clothes and fashion. To begin the lesson, we will have a look at a video in order to review some everyday vocabulary for clothing. In the video, you will see a piece of clothing and you will have just 3 seconds to guess what it is. After that, you will see the answer, which I suggest you practice saying after the speaker in the video. So, how many can you get? Alright, let's begin. At this level, you probably already know most of the everyday words for clothes. However, I will show you some vocabulary, items of clothing or parts of them which are perhaps less familiar. What do you think this one is in English? It's called a dressing gown. Dressing gown. You can also call it a bathrobe. And here is the second one. Let's say cuff. Cuff. This one is the top end of a shirt. It's a collar. Collar. You might know this one. It's a zipper. Zipper. Or a zip for short. This one is the arm piece of a shirt. It's called a sleeve. Sleeve. Sleeves can be long or short. So using this word, you can describe a shirt as being long-sleeved, long-sleeved, or short-sleeved, short-sleeved. And finally, you might know this one as well. It's called a button, button. For the next set of pictures, we can view all of them together. So, say after me. Buckle, buckle. Slippers, slippers. Hem, hem. A hem is the bottom part of a piece of clothing, like jeans or a skirt that has been turned under and sewn. Next is laces. Laces, as in shoelaces. Heel, heel, as in high heel shoes. Can you dance in high heel shoes? I can't. And sole, sole, which is the bottom part of a shoe. Now moving on to a set of vocabulary for clothing materials or what clothing is made of. We have cotton, cotton. Wool, wool. Nylon, polyester, leather. This is silk, silk, which is very soft and expensive fabric. Velvet, velvet. And here is denim, denim. Denim is the very strong and long-lasting fabric we make jeans from. Next, and the final one, is suede. Suede. The next set of vocabulary is related to clothing patterns. These words, along with the ones you have just learnt for clothing materials, can be particularly useful if you have to describe clothing or fashion. We've tried an activity like this before. I will show you a picture and you will have just 5 seconds to guess the answer for each pattern. Are you ready? So, what is it? Striped. Say after me. A striped t-shirt. Remember to stress the final t sound. Flowery, as in a flowery blouse. Checkered, a checkered scarf. Would you wear these to a party? Polka dotted, polka dotted trousers. Spotted, a spotted coat. You probably noticed that polka dotted and spotted are similar. However, polka dots or spots are uniform in shape and colour, and spotted could have any size and coloured spots. That's the difference. And finally, plain, meaning no pattern. For example, a plain t-shirt. Here is some more everyday vocabulary for describing people's clothing. There might be some familiar words here, along with some new ones. I can explain some of the ones you may not know, and we can practice the pronunciation for all of them. Let's begin with the more general ones to describe people's clothing. Say after me. Lovely, lovely. Nice, nice. Pretty, pretty. Cheap, cheap. Elegant, elegant. This means very fine and luxurious. Smart, smart. When it comes to clothing, smart means neat and stylish. Next we have fashionable, fashionable. And stylish, stylish. Both fashionable and stylish have a similar meaning. Trendy, trendy, which is very stylish. Formal, formal. Casual, casual. Comfortable, comfortable. Scruffy, scruffy. Dishevelled, dishevelled. Scruffy and dishevelled are similar, though scruffy means the clothes look messy and old, while dishevelled is an adjective for clothes that are just untidy, but not necessarily old-looking. Faded, faded, which means clothes are losing their colour. Second-hand. Designer. And outdoor. Designer clothing has the logo of a recognisable fashion designer. Outdoor wear is specifically designed to protect you from weather conditions such as wind, rain, and the cold. As you can see here, the next set of everyday vocabulary to describe people's clothing are related to how things fit. Baggy. Loose. Close fitting. Tight. Let's say them again. Baggy. Loose. Close fitting. And tight. The word baggy you can use usually to describe jeans, as in he's wearing a pair of long baggy denim jeans. Baggy jeans might fit around the middle or waist, however, there is a lot of room or space around the legs. On the other hand, loose clothing may not fit you at all. An example is, she's wearing a long, loose, fitted, striped t-shirt, while close-fitting fits you and the clothing is pressed to your body. He's wearing a smart and trendy, close-fitted woolen sweater, but tight clothing, as you can imagine, very tight, and perhaps it's too uncomfortable as it's too small for you. An example is, she's wearing a pair of long, faded, tight socks. Now we have 3 words related to style for shirts, t-shirts and sweaters, etc. Long-sleeved, V-neck, and round neck. If you remember, I explained long and short-sleeved previously. V-neck is a cut here, in the shape of a V, while round neck is obviously round here. And finally, today we have 3 words related to the overall look or style of someone's clothing. We have well-dressed. Remember to stress that final s sound. Badly dressed. Again, dressed. And old-fashioned. Stress the final d sound. In the next lesson, we will have a guest to give us some sample answers for part 3 speaking questions for clothes and fashion, and they will use some of the words that you've learned today. Part 3 is a discussion of more abstract issues and concepts related to the topic in part 2. The discussion lasts between 4 and 5 minutes. Did you know, overall, a candidate's speaking is assessed on fluency and coherence, lexical resource or vocabulary, grammatical range, and accuracy and pronunciation by IELTS examiners. You really should keep that in mind when you do the real IELTS speaking exam. I will give you some more tips about this in the future. Alright, so, good work! You've improved your vocabulary and pronunciation on the topic of clothes and fashion, and now we have reached the end of this lesson. Thank you, and stay tuned for the next lesson. Bye!